Good evening, everyone. How are we doing this evening? How is everyone doing tonight? Guys, it is the new year. New Year's mean new beginnings. So, tonight, and I know I am a new face, especially for the 2024 list of hosts. So, I want to quickly introduce myself. My name is Jean Rose. I am a professional tarot card reader, psychic, and evidential medium. I've been doing this online for 10 years and I absolutely love the journey I am on with Spirit. It is amazing. I figured before, because guys, I'm going to be taking callers during the show. I am. So I'm really excited about that. I would love to read live for you guys so you guys can get a taste of my gifts and my style of reading. I did, however, just to kind of kick us off, ask my followers for any question that they wanted in regards to reading. So we're going to kick off the show with that. I have Carolyn from Dracut, Mass. And she asks, will my son find love? So let's ask the cards this for Carolyn. Guys, I love when they shuffle like that. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. Amazing. So, Carolyn, to answer your question, and what I thought was really amazing was one of the cards that he received was the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a card about future love. I think he's going to actually not find love, love will find him. Yes, and it's going to be when he's not looking for it. The reason why I say that is because one of his cards was also an ace. Aces refer to unexpected happenings, specifically the Ace of Coins. They are definitely going to bring some balance to his life for sure. So I hope that that helps and answers your question. Thank you so much for submitting it. Guys, you can follow me at Tarot Readings by Jean Rose. That is on Facebook. That is my main arena. I will be honest. Actually, guys, you know what? Let's take a caller. I have Brittany from Australia. Love, please, how are you? Welcome. My name is Jean Rose. How are you doing this evening?
I'm really good. Thank you. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing well, love. Thank you for asking. What would you like to be read on this evening?
Possibly like a future love reading.
Absolutely. How was your New Year's? Lovely.
I was busy.
Okay, so I pulled 5 cards for you. Good news is one of your cards was the Ace of Cups. That is going to be a card in regard to finding love or love dropping in your lap. Granted, I'm kind of known for my tagline being that we don't find love, love finds us. But with that being said, I want to read off your other cards. Your first card was going to be the Emperor. The Emperor is all about a hardcore success. So I was really happy to see that card. I think they are going to come when you least expect it, but I do think they're on their way. Reason being is the second card was the Knight of Swords. This can stand for one of two things, and I'd like to be thorough in reading, so please just hear me out. The sword suit, some readers like to refer to them as ominous, and they're far from. They just remind us to be logical. So, of course, that would mean in this context of a reading, not to jump the gun. So, first person you meet, don't feel as though, oh gosh, this has to be the, don't put that pressure on the relationship, is ultimately what I'm trying to say. But also embrace those unexpected opportunities because it is a night, and nights are all about movement. Your third card was the Knight of Coins, another knight. So another card about movement. So again, I was really happy to see this card. You might have one that wastes your time in the beginning and then another one will come along. I would say go with the second person. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I know it's future, so it's kind of sometimes hard to relate to the cards because you're not yet seeing it come to fruition. But this is to come. Okay, so this is future.
Yep.
Fourth card was justice. That's going to refer to having to make a choice between the two. So, yes, there will be a choice of two people. Like I said, the one that is fast and furious, I would stay away from that one. The one that is slow and steady, I would go with that one. In order, they seem to be that the fast and furious is going to be the first one that comes along. That's why you got that Nine of Swords. The strategy behind that card is not to give any knee jerk reactions. So don't jump the gun, like I said. Feel things out, see things through like that. The fifth card was that beautiful Ace of Cups, and that can refer to unexpected love. So I definitely feel as though love is in your future, for certain. I hope that answered your
Oh, no.
question, love. Thank you so much for letting me
Thank
connect with
you.
you and read for you. This was an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Guys, first caller down. How exciting. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to go to another question from my followers. This is from Grace from Sydney, Australia. She writes, "Hi, Jean Rose. I would love to know, will there be a location/house move for my daughter and I from where we are now, or will there be new love for me? Please choose whichever one." I think we're going to do the moving question. I think yes. That's what I'm most drawn to. Guys, if you like my style of reading, I offer private sessions. I am both, or not even both. I'm kind of like a Jean of all trades and master of all. Yes, not a Jean, not a Jack. So, with that being said, you can definitely book sessions for tarot readings, evidential mediumship, oracle readings. Contact me, and we can definitely discuss your needs, and I can give you my recommendations for sure. So for Grace, in regards to moving, I definitely see something in the works, but it'll be ultimately up to you if you want to take advantage of the move or of that change. I feel as though you will, because your first card was the Seven of Coins, and that's all about investments, investing in yourself, your daughter, both of your futures, just in that new, fresh space with new life in it. That I am very drawn to. Guys, the pentacle suit or coin suit, as some artists like to try to mess us up, they will change out the suits, the titles of the suits in some decks, or they will do the court cards or major arcana cards. So we have to be on top of our toes when we read tarot. Second card is the Knight of Swords. That can refer to an unexpected move or an unexpected opportunity. Ten of Swords can be a little overwhelming or daunting, but embrace the change. Then we have a Page of Swords, the start or beginning of a new idea, followed by the Hangman. I feel as though you are in limbo where you are at now, but however, that change, while scary because there will be unknowns, will be much needed, which is amazing. So thank you so much. Thank you, Grace, for submitting that question. Guys, I think we have Rafaela. And hello, Rafaela. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, you are perfectly, actually.
Awesome.
Thank
Okay,
you very
the
much.
last thing I want to do is mess up your name, love. Honey, what would you like to be read on tonight?
No, you did it great. Thank you. My question is, what do you see for finding a job, or what do you see coming up for the next 6 months for me in general?
Okay.
I'm working part-time now. I'm looking for another work-from-home job, and I'm not having much luck in it. I'm wondering if I'm going to find something in that field. And what do you see? Anything else happening in the next 6 months is important?
I will say definitely mind over matter for you is going to be of some importance over the next 6 months. What I did was I pulled on the next 6 months, and then I'm looking for cards that would signify a job. Thankfully, you did receive the Page of Coins that would refer to the start or beginning of a new financial opportunity. So I definitely see employment coming up for you within the next 6 months. That's number one. So there's good news there on that front. Yeah. Definitely, it might take some time, and with that, and I know, and especially when it comes to employment, there is a time crunch because it's like the longer you're
Right.
unemployed, the more the bills stack up, the more stressed you're getting. So I totally get it.
Exactly.
In fact, your first card was the Ace of Cups. That card fell reversed. You're not seeing those unexpected blessings, and it's getting frustrating for you, rightfully so. So I want to validate those feelings for you because you have every right to be frustrated.
Yes, I
Even
am.
if it's
Yeah.
frustrated
Been
with
over a
spirit
year.
or with God or whoever you recognize as your higher power. Don't feel wrong for feeling that way. I want to just stress that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm one of those reader. I'm
Yeah.
kind of a horse of a different color when it comes to reading. My style of reading is number one, I'm very down to earth as a reader. But number two,
Right.
I try to take my time with the cards so whoever I'm reading completely understands their reading and never walks away scratching their head going, "What did she say?" Anything like that.
Oh,
So
thank
I
you.
don't mean to,
Yeah,
yeah,
very good.
I'm not trying to drag it out. It's just more I want you to understand the cards, especially since you asked for the next 6 months. You know what I mean?
Right.
The second card was the Queen of Cups. That is, and let me finish before I say or after I say this. It is a little bit of an ick card for me. I don't know how familiar you are with tarot, but a tarot deck is made up of 78 cards. Some of the cards, and
Okay.
usually the ick cards are death or the devil. People are like, when those drop. And meanwhile, they represent something completely different. The reason why I say the
Okay.
Queen of Cups is an ick card is because it means that your emotions are overwhelming you. That fear factor
Okay.
is real. It is there. It is in your face. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
I
So,
think
like
it
I
could
said,
be also that I need to have like a cataract surgery. So I'm worried
oh
about
yeah, I
that
mean,
and
yeah, and
finding the
stressed out
job at
about
the
that.
same time.
The cup suit is the emotion suit. So it is going to literally represent the full gamut of emotions. I say the Queen of Cups is an it card because usually she's in her feels, she's stirring up or in the middle of a lot of drama or chaos, and it's never a good time for her emotionally. It's a tough time to be or to go through or to be in. The next card, however, was the Queen of Swords. So the cards did reveal some insight for you in regards to getting over this hump. And that would be to act logically. If you don't have control over it, I would let go of it. And I know that's way easier said than done, but it's really going to be important for you, especially in finding a job. We create 90% of our reality with our thoughts and our words. And that is something that most people, even I was like, yeah, okay. But then I started putting it to the test, and it's like, like, the whole time I sounded like the mom from Mrs. Doubtfire. The whole time, like,
Oh,
oh my gosh. So definitely watch what you're thinking and what you're saying. That's going to be everything up. If you go to
I
an
think that's a
interview,
big thing. I could tell you that for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like even when you go to an interview, go with the intention that you walk in the door that you're going to be hired. One of the keys to
Yeah.
manifestation is to talk about things and be grateful for them in past tense, not to
Okay.
talk about them in future in past tense. I am grateful for landing the job of my dreams because you don't put a limit on spirit. You don't put a limit on the universe of what we ask for. They want a tall
Okay.
order. So don't limit yourself by
Okay.
asking for the bare minimum. The card that fell after that beautiful Queen of Swords, which is just again going to remind you to stay logical. Like I said, watch also and this, do you want to know what this? This is, and I hate to say freaky, but the Queen of Swords is all about thinking and mindsets. So you got the card about emotions. So Spirit is telling you to get out of your feels and to instead get into your head and start having that mindset of success. Stop having that mindset of lack. Your fourth card was the Page of Coins. Pages refer to the start or beginning of something new. The coin suit, better known as the pentacle suit, does not change the meaning at all, refers to money and material things. It also refers to income. So the start or beginning of that income coming into play. Hands down, right after, you had the Queen of Coins. That card is all about a gain. And it talks about a
Okay,
woman.
great.
So if yes, it just absolute amazing cards. Then you got the Ace of Swords, which is all about unexpected success. So I think that in regards to the next 6 months, you're going to have these areas and these moments where it's like, oh my gosh, like you have a success here, you have a success there. That did you just come out of a season where you had to like purge things?
Right.
And what I mean by that is like the past couple of months, maybe since September, okay, late August.
Okay.
Did you go through some things that you had to purge something or someone?
Someone, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone, I
Yeah.
should say. People, yeah.
After a season of purging always comes a season of blessings. And now you're entering into that season, hence the cards you received. See, with tarot, it's not always what card drops, it's also what card drops besides them, as well as like card combinations, things like that. You received cards, and the leading suit was the coin suit, and that has to do with money and material things. So I feel as though in the next
Good.
6 months, you're going to land a job. Okay.
Good.
It's going to provide financial security, not necessarily financial freedom, because I realize that there are weight in my words as a reader. So I try to be as transparent as possible. That's one thing I pride myself on is honesty and my integrity as a reader.
Yeah.
I will not tell you what you want to hear. I will tell you what the cards say because that's what you need to hear. That's what a reading does. It brings healing. It gives insight. It gives us advice. It brings peace to us. Hopefully, by the time I'm done with your reading, you'll feel like you'll have that weight lifted off your chest.
Yeah,
because
my
then it's gonna be
problem
like,
was
oh, wow.
because I need to have a surgery done, and I'm wondering if that would interfere with me finding the job.
I don't feel it will. No.
I need cataract surgery done, and so I'm wondering if that would make a difference, or if that's just going to help me down the road.
I think if anything, it's going to give you, and I got strength. Pulled a couple extra cards for you. The force, I think you're going to get the time off that you need for the surgery. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Things are looking on the up and up for you. Just one word of advice, don't be indecisive about things because you did receive the Two of Swords, and that but does refer to going back and forth with things. So you want to just be aware of that. Remember, like I said before, yes, going back and forth. And we all have our moments of doing that, but the Two of Swords means that that person is doing it a little bit more or does it a little bit excessively. And that's when and where that strength card is going to come into play. Strength is all about exercising courage and being brave. That's exactly what you want to dig deep now. Now is the time to dig deep because now you need to have faith. And that's not just in a higher power, but you need to have faith in yourself. Trust me, this will make a difference, especially in manifesting a job. But you got to have faith in yourself and you got to have faith in the situation. And then you got to step outside your comfort zone. And that also means stepping away from being indecisive. Be confident with your choices and in the direction you're going in. Don't second guess yourself because I see you as dipping your toes in the water and then you jerk your foot back and then you dip your toes in the water and then you jerk your foot back. It's time to just
I've done that for quite a few jobs.
Yes. It's time to just take that leap of faith and just jump in the ocean and enjoy the water, for sure.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Is there any other questions I can answer for you?
No, I think that's the main thing. I think that and the cataract surgery I was having and financial. That's all. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. No problem. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you this evening. I truly, truly appreciate
What's your name again?
it.
Sorry?
It is Jean Rose. Jean Rose, JeanRose. You can follow me on Facebook. Tarot Readings by Jean Rose. Yes, I would love to have you oh my gosh, have you felt I go live from my business page? I love it. It is a great way for me to connect with my audience even a little bit more.
Can you spell it for me,
It's a lot of fun. Sure.
Can you spell your name for me again, please?
Absolutely. JEANROSE.
Okay, thank you. I'm definitely going
You're
to
very
follow you, and I
welcome.
would love to get more readings out of you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you so much. Thank you. I look forward to reading you in the future. Thank
Have
you
a
so
good
much and
night.
take care.
And
Thank you.
you're
You
amazing.
too.
You really are
Thank
amazing.
you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, shall we do another question from one of my followers? I think we're going to do one more. Those are some lovely calls that we did this evening. Oh my goodness, definitely was able to get out some much needed readings. And that's always the important thing to me. It truly is. Rosemary from Ohio. When will I have someone in my life who will love me and want to have a life together? Shuffle this deck one more time. See, that's what you look for. Well, Rosemary, the first card was the Eight of Cups, and that's going to refer to letting the past go all the way. Eights are always all about direction. The cup suit is going to refer to emotions as well as love. So in order to move forward, you kind of need to let go of the luggage you're kind of dragging behind you. The second card was the Ace of Cups. That's going to refer to unexpected love. I know I always say this, and guys, the cards always prove it. Love will find you. You will not find it. Ace of Cups is about unexpected love or unexpected blessings. Literally somebody just falling into your lap. It is an amazing card, guys. I love aces. I truly, truly do. They are amazing cards, regardless as to whatever suit they come from. They're fantastic cards to receive. The third card, and I am messing up with number of cards I'm reading tonight. Oh my gosh. You know why? I'm being a rebel. I'm not wearing my reading glasses. Yeah, so that's my confession for tonight. The third card was the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is all about turning over a new leaf. So definitely approaching a situation with a new mindset, or like starting that new chapter that, what was you were doing before was not working. So now it's time to change it up. Your fourth card is going to be the Two of Coins. Just make sure you add balance to the situation. Okay, go out, enjoy being alone. Obviously, that is one of the ways that you can help the universe, bring that person into your life, is make sure that you are happy and you feel whole by yourself first. But again, with that first card being that Eight of Cups, there's definitely a little bit of work that needs to still be done in the regards of letting go of the past, for sure. But ultimately, I do see love coming your way, for sure. Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you so much. Thank you. Guys, do we have time for one more question? Okay, this is anonymous. And guys, I said it. I thought I was, you know what? Let's switch decks real quick. Will I be able to financially support myself if I leave my abusive relationship? Honey, the answer is yes. Yes, you will. Do not let fear stop you. Do not let fear stop you. Your first card was the Empress. That is doing it even if you have to decide not to decide. So just no matter what, really gathering deep for that strength. Your second card was the Moon. See through it, step through, and even if you have to step alongside with fear, it doesn't matter. But you are going to get out. You are going to rock it. You're going to be a success story. You truly are. And I don't say that lightly. Your third card was the World. So that is all about opportunities. Where there's a will, there's a way. So remember that. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for joining me for my first show. Again, my name is Jean Rose. I am one of the newer faces for the 2024 lineup. I want to thank everyone that joined me this evening. Thank you all for making this show such a success. I also want to give a shout out to my two producers, Dave and Constance. Thank you both for your hard work. I do appreciate everything that you do, both during the show and behind the scenes. Thank you all so much. Guys, if you like my style of reading, feel free to follow me at Tarot Readings by Jean Rose. That is a Facebook page. Yes, so yes, you can find me there. Follow me, message me. If you have a reading request or there's something that you would like me to read on, I do offer a wide variety of fantastic quality on the Mark services. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out. It has been an honest pleasure, guys. This is just so fantastic. I can't tell you what a blessing this has been to be able to have this opportunity. While I do have a few more seconds, I would like to take a moment and just thank my wife for all of her fantastic support. Baby, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for supporting the stream and just letting me go with this opportunity. Thank you so much. I love you. And we did it. We did it. So guys, please join me again next week. Same time, same place, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was an absolute blast, and I definitely look forward to doing it again.